Good afternoon everyone! Welcome to a new Super 69 EV film. And today I wanted to talk to you about something completely different. Of course it's cars adjacent, but it's not specifically about EVs. What I did last week was so cool. I went to a company we work with. I work at a car company, as a lot of people know. I work at Bergwerff BMW. We make films on the Bergwerff YouTube channel as well. But what I did was I went to one of our suppliers. It's called JD Banden and Velgen, JD Wheels and Tires. And what they do is they have a company that also sells wheels, but also can refurbish them. They do 25,000 wheels a year, and it's just the way the company is functioning is unbelievable. Everything has a system, everything has a place, a time. Processes are all very neatly organized. I was really impressed with what they are doing. I've been a long time customer of theirs. I've been there for, I believe, a year 8 or 9 ago. I bought a set of wheels for my mom's car there, and it was just a small place with only a couple of wheels compared to what they have now. They stock, I believe, around 3,500 sets of wheels. And yeah, the quality of their services is really impressive. So that's what I wanted to show you. Just a normal company that you normally don't see. I made a movie about it for the Bergwerff YouTube channel, but I wanted to share it with you as well, because I think a lot of people find this very interesting if you're into cars. So let's get into it. This is the storage facility. The storage facility holds over 3,500 sets of wheels. It's really mind-blowing. Everything has its own spot and is neatly labeled. The first thing that needs to happen with a wheel set when it arrives at the company is it needs to be cleaned. This machine is really cool. When tires arrive at JD Banden, they are getting scanned, so they know just how much tread depth is left on the tires, but they also show what the condition of the wheel is, if it needs to be refurbished, and what is the brand of the tire, the load index, the speed index. Every single detail, dot code, everything is in there and is shown in the advert. Here we see the photo studio. Every wheel set is of course photographed for the website of JD Banden, so customers can order the sets from there. After a set is sold, they have special boxes and a special packaging machine to ship the orders to the customers and make sure that they arrive safely. This is a really cool machine which swaps a sort of strap around the box. I've never seen one in my life, but it's really cool to see. Here we see the pickup point for the wheels that are coming in and that need to be refurbished. They are being catalogued, they are being put in the system, and they all get their own code and their own sticker, so everyone knows what needs to happen with them. When a wheel set is catalogued for refurbishment and the tires need to be demounted, the tires are being put into storage separately with their own code that belongs to the set, and then the wheels are being put into the process to get refurbished or to get repainted. And also they have small little boxes where like sensors and hubcaps and stuff goes in, all with the same number as the wheel set. They have a lot of very neat machines. This machine is used to make sure that the wheel isn't bent or has a height stroke in it. These are the machines that are being used to lose the paint on the wheels. It's really messy work, but it's really necessary to get the best out of the wheel refurbishment program. If a wheel isn't fully cleaned, then you just won't get the results you would otherwise get. Here we see a set of wheels that comes out of the chemical bath and are fully cleaned and ready to go further in the process. The next step is that the wheels are being blasted. The blasting needs to happen to make sure that there aren't any imperfections anymore in the wheel. The last part is being done by hand. The right wheel has already been through the machine and the left wheel is now going in. The final step of this process is done by hand to make sure that everything is done correctly and there are no imperfections anymore in the wheel. It's a really thorough job to make sure that the end result is as good as it can be, because prep is everything during this step in the process. All the particulates are being moved and the wheel is getting cleaned again before it goes to the painting booth. Here we see the painting street, as you would like to call it. It's a couple of machines that help these wheels get to the top finish they can get. We see a very cool old school AMG style wheel that has been painted and also has been polished, and these wheels are also have been polished and diamond cutted to get that cool two-tone color result. To get this finish, you need to first paint the wheel completely black, as you can see in the wheels that are in here, and then they have to go into the CNC machine to be CNC'd, and afterwards they need to go back into the painting booth to get a clear lacquer layer. What was very surprising at this company, which I didn't expect, was how neatly and organized they work. Of course, it's a manufacturing plant, so there is some areas are a bit messy, but that comes with the territory. But overall, they work very clean, very organized. Everything has its own place. Everything is on a special spot because it needs to be. Here we see a wheel in the CNC milling machine. JD Banden and Velgen has 4 of these machines. 3 a bit smaller ones and 1 very big Haas one. Not only there to support the F1 team, but also to do a lot of wheels that are all the same. It's a bit more of a hassle to get it done, but it's so satisfying to look at a wheel that is being milled, because it just is mesmerizing. The machines work very easily. There's a dedicated operator in there who makes sure that every wheel has its correct program, and the amount of material they take off is so little. It's a joy to watch. And if you get to the edge of the wheel, the snippets of metal are getting a bit more bigger, but it's just so cool to see. And the end result is almost perfect, and then afterwards the wheel goes into the paint booth and is being painted with clear lacquer for one final lasting finish. Very neatly. Every step of the process is of course being inspected before the wheel moves on to the next step. So if the wheel has been CNC milled, then again it is being checked before it goes back to the paint booth to make sure that everything is as good as it can be for the customer. The way they refinish wheels here is very impressive, because if you see the wheels that come in and how they leave the premises, they're very, very nice to look at. Here we see the transport part of this is the end of the line for the wheel. They come back in this part of the company, ready to get the tires remounted, get the wheels rebalanced, and then they are being made ready for shipping. Here we see a wheel that has been prepped, that's been prepped for getting its tire. And they also have their own vans. And what I first saw when I first arrived at this company is they designed their own sort of holding up things to hold up the cars. And the very cool part about this is that it can even hold up such a heavy car as an Audi e-tron. Yeah, it was really impressive. And what cannot be understated is that I really want to thank JD Banden and Velgen for their tour around the premises. They really took the time to give me a tour. We made a film for Bergwerff because we have a lot of customers that don't really understand that if they bring in the car for service, that the wheels aren't ready for the same day. So I hope everybody learns, and I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I really hope to see you in another Super 69 EV film that will be fully car centered. Bye!